Hello everyone, and welcome to Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So, I decided to take a break from Okami HD, and I wanted to just kind of play a more casual game where we can just kind of hang out and talk and not have to worry about missing a bunch of story or anything like that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to overwrite this second save slot here, and then we can just go ahead and fire up the first one. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to be able to just hang out and talk more during this stream, because sometimes games with a lot of story going on, it just kind of seems like a bit much.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He is then contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
This cutscene is so dweebish. It's pretty great.
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
I still really want a cartoon based on the original Spyro games. That would be really great. Skylanders is okay, but I definitely like the original cast and the overall vibe of the original series. But I'm glad that we got this amazing remake.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Also, somehow this game seems more fluid than Okami, which is pretty crazy because honestly Okami HD is very fluid and very well done. Let me chase down this dude first. Okay, I'm gonna well, I'll just go down here since I'm over here. I was gonna say I'll just come back in a bit, but that'd be kind of silly.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
And even though I absolutely love the really relaxing dialogue noises in Okami, it is nice to have a game where it just speaks the dialogue and has some voice acting. It makes it feel a little less lonely somehow, as silly as that sounds.
Hey.
Hi! Welcome aboard. It's been a long time since you joined me in stream. How are you? I figured I would play Spyro because I've been playing Okami HD, and I just kind of wanted a more casual gaming experience, I guess.
I know. I've been dealing with a lot of offline stuff, but I'm getting much better.
That's really awesome to hear. I've been definitely doing more stuff IRL myself, so I can understand that sometimes you just need to step back from the online world. It can be very overwhelming for sure. Did this frog, or well, I guess Nork, originally have a mohawk in the original
I'm
games?
moving
I
into
don't
life.
remember. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully that goes okay. I know moving is such an overwhelming task. I hate moving.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I'll go ahead and activate this secret little area
LOL,
here.
I'm just glad to catch the stream.
Yeah, it was a real shocker to see you pop up in the chat. I've got a few people that watch me regularly, and usually they're the first commenters. So when I looked over and I saw your username, I was just thinking, oh wow. I always like having people that are able to chat while they're watching me. I like to keep up a conversation. Because I know listening to a bunch of random rambling can be kind of annoying. I need to start uploading my streams to YouTube again. I finally deleted some old streams that were on my laptop, so maybe I'll have room to start doing that again.
Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
I really need to vacuum. I sat on my floor for a second to set up my laptop for the stream, and I just got a bunch of my hair everywhere, all over my pants and everything. And I'm wearing black, so that's not really the best combination. Oh man. Well, I'll get him in a second. I shed as much as a golden retriever or something. It's really annoying. I always forget that we can't hover in this game.
I still love the dragon designs in these games.
I do too. I honestly just could stare at them all day. Well, that kind of sounds creepy, but I can, I guess, admire them all day. That sounds a little less odd. I just love how whimsical everything looks in this game. I wish, though, that these titles weren't so glitchy, because I find tons of glitches everywhere in these games, but it's kind of funny.
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
I feel like that's how nasally my voice sounds.
But it is weirdly on brand.
It really is. Honestly, the originals were pretty glitchy too, and this actually retains some of those original glitches, so that's kind of fun in a way. Man, seeing all this dust flying in the air in the game, it gets my nose itching, because honestly, that's just how much pollen and everything is in the air right now, and it's the worst. I think I forgot to take my allergy pill today, but I didn't want to take it when I remembered, because I was thinking, oh man, I remember distinctly having some water right where I usually take my pills, so I just put the pill away. Oh my gosh. I hate taking medicine, man. I wish I could just pump you full of all the things you take, like through a shot or something once a month. I guess some medicines you can, but I don't think that works with the prescriptions I have to take. Shots suck anyway.
Yeah.
I just wish that it were easier to remember, because my schedule is so wacky.
Welcome to Town Square,
Allergies are the
Spyro.
worst.
They
Begin
really
exploring
are.
by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
It must have taken so long to think of all these
I'm
custom
gluten intolerant.
animations. Yeah, that must be unfortunate too. I know you have a lot of things that you deal with. I would hate that, because I pretty much just live on bread.
Yup, and it was one of the things.
Oh man. I hate that for ya. Yeah, they said that people with thyroid...
things I dealt with.
Oh, yeah. I hate that you have to.
It's on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
I'm okay with it though.
That's good. I guess you just get used to that kind of thing after a while. But yeah, they technically say that people with thyroid issues should have a gluten-free diet, but I have... Well, the gluten-free food I've tried is really gross, and I've read online that it doesn't really matter what brand you buy, it's just going to be kind of disgusting. So I'm just like, you know, I'll just let the medicine do its thing. I know you get a skill point if you topple over all the bowls, but I'm not really worried about skill points right now.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
Because it doesn't taste bad to me.
He's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run!
I'm just really particular, I guess, about certain things like that. I also think that wheat bread is disgusting. I can't stand that. I know it's healthier and stuff, and I've definitely become more open to healthier food. Oh, crud. As I've gotten older and stuff, but wheat bread just... My taste buds register it as being like a dangerous flavor, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds weird, but there's just some things.
Adjust it to gluten-free stuff easily.
Yeah, you might have... What in the world? Oh man, we were right on his butt and he just jumped right up there. Darn. Well, with an intolerance, you've probably gotten more used to it. There's some foods that are naturally gluten-free that I enjoy, but any of the purposely gluten-free stuff I've tried has just been kind of gross. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we'll just go back for the gems and everything. Wow, did you see how bright those leaves were on that tree?
And I do understand the feeling of dangerous foods.
Yeah, it sounds really stupid when you say it aloud, but I don't know, just some tastes register to your brain as being dangerous, like you need to spit it out or you're gonna get sick or something. I used to love pork chops, but the last time I made pork chops, for some reason, I don't know if it was just the cut of pork or what, but it registered as dangerous to me, and I haven't made pork chops since. I mean, I always temperature check my food and everything. I'm very obsessive about that, but for some reason, that one time, it just tasted weird. And it also did that with some potato-crusted cod that I made, and it was just me, because everyone else said, oh, this all is delicious, and I was thinking, oh man, and I just couldn't eat it.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Yes.
Those old dragons are so
Pork
silly.
and red meat did it for me.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Thankfully, it's not all pork and stuff. I pretty much have been addicted to ham and cheese sandwiches for the past couple months, so I would cry if...
So you're not crazy, LOL.
Okay, yeah, I've just never heard anyone else say that certain tastes just register as being really dangerous even though it's perfectly edible food. It's just weird, but there's probably some psychology to it. I'm actually pretty curious about that. Because there must be something to it, you know what I mean? That would be very interesting to study, I think. But I'm kind of one of those weirdos that like learning about random stuff. Oh, the Snorlax beanbag is so comfortable, but it's so deep for me because I'm so small, so I still have to kind of move all around to get super comfortable on it. When I'm streaming, I just pretty much let it swallow me. I think this is the most nostalgic level of this game to me, mostly because it was on the Pizza Hut demo disc, and that's how I discovered Spyro. And I remember those specials on, it was some VHS, or maybe it was the Pizza Hut demo disc too, but it was Stuart Copeland, I think is his name, the music producer. He was talking about Toasty the sheep and stuff. I really can't remember if it was the demo disc that he was saying that on, or some VHS or something. I remember during that they were also talking about some stuff that happened in Crash Bandicoot as well.
About the breaking of the PS1 Spyros, it is the exploitative things you can do. In Spyro 2 and 3, you can get everything in a level if you beat.
You're saving your
Oh, really?
That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into
This sounds
trouble,
like it's
Spyro.
pretty tricky to do. I never really find any crazy glitches or anything. It's mostly just the type of glitches where, I'm trying to think of something. Like, you'll find floating grass or something like that. Just kind of mildly amusing things. One time in Ripto's Rage, I think it was in... It was in Zephyr, and there was an invisible caterpillar. You could hear the sound of his feet, and you could see the dust cloud, but you couldn't actually see the caterpillar.
Stuart Copeland, by the way.
Okay, so I was right. I just kind of faltered.
Tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
I love the Spyro music. If I knew how to use a launch pad or something like that, I would definitely make some remixes. That's something I always wanted to get into. I really love the music for the Tiki Lodge in the third Spyro game, Year of the Dragon. That would probably be one of the first tracks that I would remix. It is really just high energy and everything, so it just kind of hypes you up, I guess. This is one of my favorite dragons, by the way, down here. His design is really cool.
He assisted with the remastered tracks for this game.
Oh, cool.
When he eats butterflies, he stays strong.
He's probably so old by now.
Sure.
I love that a lot of people that work on video games, they just stick with it. Oh wow, 70. That thief was so loud, he must have been right over us. Yeah, I think that this was a good game of choice to play, because I do love Okami to death, but I just wanted something with a little faster pacing. I do absolutely love Okami's story, but it's nice to just kind of go at it without any real rhyme or reason. I think, anyway.
Okami is wonderful.
Yeah, I've been streaming that for a while, actually, and I was just taking a break today.
1-0-0 game.
Oh, really? That's hard. I feel like I finally got all the stray beads, but in the PlayStation 2 version.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of really difficult stuff in Okami. I love it, though.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
He reminds me of my elementary art teacher. He had the same color hair and everything. Honestly, even though I try to 100% video games, I don't really know of any that have completely done. Maybe, well, probably actually, the Harry Potter PlayStation 1 games, as silly as that is. And I did finally 100% Year of the Dragon the last time I streamed
it. After I broke my ankle, lol. That game and the Jedi game helped my sanity.
Oh man, yeah. You definitely need stuff like that when you're recovering from an injury like that. This sounds terrible, but yeah, I'm glad that the video games helped. Whenever I was recovering from a cyst removal surgery that I had whenever I was 18 years old, I pretty much just laid in bed and I ate some hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts, and I was just playing the original Spyro games. It was pretty great. But I was having a hard time actually completing some of the challenges in them because I was just kind of loopy from the pain medicine. I remember at that point in time I really hated doing the Hurricos level in Ripto's Rage, and I don't know why, because really the atmosphere in that level is incredible. Oh, okay, I had to look at the chat because I couldn't understand what that computer lady was saying, but it definitely is. I play through it at least once a year, sometimes twice. The last time I played it was when I streamed it, and that was back in around July and August. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, exit level.
I have the music.
Oh, the Spyro soundtrack? You can probably buy the soundtrack digitally nowadays, huh?
You want them?
Oh, sure. I still wish I had a launch pad to do some remixes, though it'd probably get copyright struck. Even if I did know how to do that. You know how companies are so protective of their properties, which definitely makes sense. Even though you can just easily search up the OST on YouTube. I'll sometimes
be Spyro Lofi somewhere.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I'm surprised that I haven't seen any of that. I would love Ape Escape Lo-Fi too. I have seen Final Fantasy Lo-Fi as well.
I'll look.
That would be amazing. I'll usually toss on some lo-fi or something whenever I'm just kind of doing whatever in my bedroom. I always have to have something streaming on my smart TV, even if I just leave the house to go to the park or whatever I'm doing. The only time I turn it off, and I don't know why this is the only time I'll turn off my TV, but is when I'm leaving for work. Otherwise, it's always on. I love the colors in this room. It's so beautiful. Look at these candles. I just honestly get blown away every time I play this game at how much attention to detail happened. And I just glided right into him.
Spyro, wanna know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Discord.
Okay, thank you so much. And Spyro's so adorable. I love that little hop he did. I used to mention this a lot, but whenever I would play this level as a kid, I would get really upset because I thought that the little frogs, like the ones with the shields, I thought that those were the kids and the babies of those bigger ones with the giant chicken drumsticks or whatever they are. And I would get really upset having to attack them because I felt like I was taking their parent away from them. Which is so sad to think about. And then I thought that this one right here was Spyro's dad, even though I thought that the first dragon you encounter was his dad also.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you
Weird.
could escape those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
But I did first play this game when I was in my single digits. I was maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6, so I had a pretty innocent perception of that.
Three.
And these vampire frogs, I mentioned it one of the last times I streamed, but they remind me of this really weird, I think it's French or Canadian film called The Bear. It's kind of like an indie flick, and this baby bear ends up eating some hallucinogenic mushrooms, and he trips out, of course, and he ends up seeing these fanged vampire-looking frogs, and even though that sounds really hilarious, especially thinking about the kind of goofy CGI from way back in the day, it honestly really terrified me. But these frogs are cute. The ones in The Bear really freaked me out, though. Where are the stairs? Okay. I haven't met anyone other than my sister and I. It's called The Bear. Whoops. It's a really unknown film. They maybe have a clip or something on YouTube. I would clip that if I had the footage. It was just really weird, honestly, but it was funny.
Like this Nork with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame
From 1988.
That sounds like the period that it would have been made. I used to own it on VHS, and we would watch it from time to time. But I just had a hard time getting past the fanged frogs scene, so we stopped watching it after a while. I would get kind of weirdly emotional.
The bear was named Bart.
Bart? Oh, huh. That's random. Have you seen it, or did you just Google it? Let's see if this opens. Okay. I mentioned that because sometimes this dragon mouth...
I just found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even if you do all the prerequisite stuff to open the mouth, sometimes it just refuses to open, and there's also some dragon mouths later in the game that remain glitched shut in Toasty's world. And I noticed that on the second save file, on my version anyway, it seems to be... Okay, I guess that dog's not gonna come at me, but yeah, the second save file seems to be most reliable when it comes to that, but sometimes they'll still be glitched shut
it
on
seems
this one.
like one I've seen, and that glitch seems just weird.
Yeah, I really don't get it, but it's really aggravating, especially when you're trying to 100% it and you literally can't. Even though I can't 100% this particular Spyro anyway, because I can't master treetops at all. I get really confused with, what's it called? Let me think. Sorry, my brain's farting. I get very confused with the super jump thing. There we go. Oh my god, these dogs are insane. They're way harder than any boss, really. I'm almost totally toast. I've barely made it out of this area. That was such a traumatic death. Oh god, I thought I was in the clear. Darn dog. Usually the jumping thing helps, but they're kind of feisty today. Aw man, and now Sparks is gone, so I gotta collect all the gems by myself. Darn it. Oh no! Aw man. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Jeez. Yeah. And even though I don't have to destroy all of them, I might anyway. Well, actually, we've already got the gems. I'm just gonna barrel through. That way these dogs can't cream me again. Whoops. Alright, now I'll just worry about these ones in here. Oh my god, dude, come on. Oh my god. And there's just so many of these too. Wouldn't it be hilarious if dogs actually did that in real life? Oh man, hang on. Well, I'm glad I didn't fight all those other ones. Oh, hi,
Zero,
Depot.
you got raided.
Oh, hi everyone. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. I just saw a bunch of different looking chat things. Okay, hang on a minute. I think I went the wrong way. I wanted to go in here. And these dogs are probably totally gonna just cream me. This one always jump scares me, but I know he's there. Okay, here we go. The sky is so pretty. How are you guys doing today? Hanging out? I'm doing pretty okay, aside from getting creamed by these dogs. But I always kind of expect that at Toasty.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the Artisan world.
I remember when I played the first Spyro, I was 1-1 and it was during a hurricane.
Spyro.
That sounds
Toasty
really
has
cozy,
many
honestly.
tricks up his sleeve.
It was.
Oh my god, these dang dogs. It's good that the power didn't go out. That was the most disgusting sounding sheep noise I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god, whoops. So apparently he can't charge them, or he's just invincible whenever he's walking back to his spot. I'm not gonna try and charge them though, because my health is kind of
I was with family
bad.
friends and we curled up and gamed.
Oh my god, this sounds so amazing. Oh my god, I didn't see that third dog! Oh my god! He blended in with a patch of dirt or something. I really did not notice that one. I should have remembered that there was a third one there, but my mind just blanked. Yeah, okay, they're just invincible. Okay. Sometimes I can do this without any damage at all, but for some reason today these dogs are just destroying me. No. Okay. I get really impatient, just waiting for them to go back to their spot. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. I wonder if Toasty's actually successfully kicked anybody. I've never really had any trouble with him before. Like, he himself, anyway. Well, I think we made pretty good time doing all of this first area here.
Snort the wind noises.
Oh, I didn't even notice the wind noises.
Wow!
That was the
I see you've
dorkiest
been
laugh.
busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeepers world if you like. Are you ready to go?
I'll probably have to wrap up the stream. Well, I say pretty soon. I've got time at least for the Peacekeepers main world. Maybe another one, or maybe half of one. But yeah.
Work?
Yeah, unfortunately. I try and give myself enough time to just kind of hang out and relax, but the time to get ready to go to work always comes up on me a lot faster than I realize it will.
I only hopped on here for you.
Aw, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll still be playing for a little bit. About, 19 more minutes or so.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us.
I love his color
Please,
scheme.
recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
I need to add some more stuff to my Twitch, like some emotes and stuff like that. I've been meaning to buy some. I've been trying to get into streaming again because around Christmas time I kind of fell out of it, but real life kind of got just really busy and everything, and I got COVID and then bronchitis, and then I was just trying to, I guess, enjoy real life and nature and everything after I got better. But I wanted to get back into it because it's kind of just a nice social thing in a way, just to kind of hang out and talk and play some games for anyone who feels like watching. Oh, what in the world? Oh, okay. He was trying to move that. I'm gonna try and scare him into their tent so they'll move me. Just because I think it's silly. They usually glitch out and then you can't really headbutt them after they moon you, but none of them glitched out. That's a really pretty portal. Yeah, see what I mean? And then they'll just suddenly fly. It's kind of weird. Okay, let me get this dude first. And then I'll go over there. Oh, I don't even know what I did. Oh, maybe it's scare
Nothing
all
wrong
of them
with
into the
that.
tent.
I've been staying off Twitch a lot because I just haven't been wanting to interact on here much after everything FR.
I can understand that.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterfly.
I love those sound effects, those are great. I like Twitch, but I don't usually watch people stream. I kind of prefer just to do it myself. But I don't know. It just depends, I guess. Sometimes watching streams makes me feel lonely, and that really doesn't make any sense because you would think it would kind of make you feel more comfortable since it gives you, you know, some person to listen to, but sometimes I feel like if your comment goes unread or unreplied to, it just makes you depressed, which sounds really lame, but that's just how it does for me anyway. Sometimes I get depressed too if there's not really many active chatters, but I try and also remember that, especially with me being a chill streamer, that some people just kind of like to toss on a streamer for some background noise, and that's totally cool and fine. I mean, I do the same thing with different streams on YouTube and stuff, so, you know. I don't know why I was like nervous about that jump. Okay, I was kind of scared that I was going to accidentally jump into that portal there. That purple stuff is so beautiful. It reminds me of the dark eco in Jak and Daxter. For some reason, I used to purposely jump in the dark eco. I knew it hurt me, but it was just so beautiful that I was just like, oh yeah, let me just jump into this dark eco.
I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
God, so stupid.
I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Oh, what in the heck? My O button wasn't working for a second, and then I accidentally pressed the triangle button and it worked. Okay, there we go. I need to figure out the issue with my controllers or whatever the problem is with my PlayStation 2, because every time I try and play a game on there, it acts like a controller is unplugged, or, oh no, oh my goodness, okay, hang on, oh no, okay, yeah, it acts like the controller is unplugged, or like the buttons don't work, and I have several controllers, and it does that with all of them. And it's so frustrating because I've really been dying to replay the first Ape Escape and the third one, and of course my Harry Potter PS1, which is definitely my guilty pleasure. Well, I'm kind of glad that we fell into that dark eco looking stuff, because I always forget those two gems there that I collected a second ago, so that was good. Oh, and we're still missing some, apparently. Jeez. I'm so glad that they made it to where Sparks will tell you where gems are, even though it's not the third title. That's definitely handy. Okay, so looks like we've got 3 gems missing. I think I see a glinting. Yeah, right. Oh, seriously?
The best part of this remake.
Okay, I've got a little bit of time left. Let's see if we can kind of get through Cliff Down. If not, I'll just end the stream in the middle of it. It don't really matter.
That they put Sparks to find the gems, also the role is in all the games.
Yeah, I love those things too. I honestly used to just... Well, I used to play pretend a lot whenever I was playing video games, which is kind of a weird thing. But I would just always pretend that Spyro was rolling down the hills, especially when I was at Stone Hill. So I'd just be rolling down the hill like this. I'm the type, though, I never dodge or block. I just run right in, guns blazing all the time. And that gets me into trouble a lot, but I just don't care, I guess. And I'm sure that's really frustrating for people that might be watching me play, I don't know, the Final Fantasy VII Remake or something, but it's just my play style, and that's just how it is. I try and be, I guess, burly enough to take the damage, so, you know, it usually doesn't affect me too much. I was never one for stealth in video games either. I hate stealth parts. I just like to run right out and test my luck. I don't like having to take forever and a day just sneaking around to do one basic thing. I think that's why the part in Okami where you have to steal, what's the old Akushi's name? Well, whatever her name is. When you have to steal her robe, that is just, it takes so long. Here, I'm gonna free that dragon in just a second. I don't know why I forgot her name.
I don't remember the part.
Yeah, I know, it was when you go back in time to the original festival. I know Nagi's name, and, like, literally everyone else, but for some reason, I just forgot the maiden's name. But I know it wasn't Kushi, because she's the modern-day sake brewer.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
He's like Spyro's dude bro older brother. That's pretty great. It would have been cool if they kind of made some of these dragons canonically related to Spyro, but I guess you can just use your imagination for stuff like that. I could totally see that being Spyro's older bro, though. Do you hear those noises they're making up there? They've got that stereotypical southern mom thing going on. The exact look and noises. So gross.
I don't like it.
It's just so nasty. Yeah, usually they make you fly over there, but literally you can just jump and spit your flame at it. Definitely makes life a lot easier, I think. I try and cut corners if I can, just to make life go a little easier. Oh my god, I wish they would stop making those noises. And they look like carrots, also. Just because they've got that green hair.
Huh.
This seems like the biggest cauldron somehow, even though they're probably all the same size. Oh, I thought for some reason I saw a little thief down there jumping around, but obviously we didn't. I don't know what kind of looked like that. Maybe it's part of the rug. I used to think Clifftown was such a hard level to get all the gems for and stuff, but it's really fast. I think for some reason I just didn't know really where to glide before. But my sister and I, and my cousin, we would just run around this level for about half an hour in vain, just trying to find all the remaining gems. And we would be missing about 200 of them too, somehow. And now it's so easy.
Why don't you glide there and find out?
And that wasn't only when we were little kids either, it was in our early adulthood too. And we just had such a time for some reason finding all of the gems. But to be fair, the Spyro title that I grew up playing the most and have the most memorized is Year of the Dragon, which is the third title. So this one I pretty much only played the demo version of until about 7 years ago. Those lizards have the loudest feet. Clifftown was another one of the levels that was also in this Pizza Hut demo disc. I forget which color Pizza Hut demo disc it was. It was either purple or kind of like a Sonic blue. I used to play those things religiously, though. They were so much fun.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Yeah, one thing I need to do for my Twitch is I should add some animated alerts and some sounds for things like raids or subscribers. I don't think anyone can subscribe to me yet. If I'm remembering right, you need like 50 subs first. But I should add those. I've been meaning to buy them. The sounds and the animations and everything.
Yeah, there are goals.
I'm slowly chipping away at them, I feel like. Which is part of the reason why I want to try and
that's okay.
Stream regularly. Oops, I don't know why I kept on pressing the triangle button so much. Oh,
Don't
we're
rush yourself.
missing some. Oh, we're missing like 20 gems? Wow, okay. I like how I was talking about, oh, it's pretty easy now, and now I'm just missing gems, like a chump. I thought that I probably forgot to fly up there like a dingus, yup. I see those treasure chests up there. Can you imagine how long a level would take if you didn't just charge everywhere? I don't know if I can fly over there from here, so I'll just go all the way up. I should be able to from here. Might be cutting it close, though. Hard to believe that there were 2 10 gems in there. But I'm glad that we found them all without too much trouble. I think I'll end the stream on that note, actually, because it is kind of sloppy to start a level halfway, and then, you know, you just have to remember what you were doing last time. But I really appreciate everyone who came to check out the stream and just hang out and enjoy themselves, and hopefully you all did get some kind of entertainment out of this stream. I really appreciate it so much, and I hope that you all have a fabulous day, and maybe I'll see you all next time. Bye!